What do you think is the most important thing in a house that a buyer's looking for? Is it a kitchen? Is it a finished basement? Is it a pool? Is it a lot? Is it a location? Like, what do you think the number one thing, or actually, maybe I'll rephrase it. What's the first thing a buyer notices when they walk in the front doors of a property, do you think?
I think they notice the overall aesthetics, so like paint and baseboards and the bathroom and the kitchen and that. But then the biggest thing I think is probably the location, because you can
Yeah.
change the house, you can't change the
Yeah.
location,
Oh, for
right?
sure.
So sometimes people will get sucked in by the aesthetics, and I have to remind them, like, this is the area you didn't want to be in, or
Yeah.
this is what you wanted to be away from, and there's lots of this in this area. So I think that location is the most important. Obviously, the house has to work for them, like in terms of size and that sort of thing. So location is number one, and then the structure itself. So you don't want a house, even if it's in a good location, that's structurally not sound.
Yeah.
And you don't want a house that looks nice, but it's not in the best area. So location and the overall structure of the home, I would say, are the biggest things, in my opinion, that are the most important. But often people will get sucked in by nice quartz countertops and paint and the way
Yeah.
it's staged and stuff like that. And that's all nice and whatnot, but you really need to focus on the bigger things because yeah, it does take time for most, especially first time home buyers, to get their home to a state where it looks like those Pinterest houses and
Yeah.
looks like those ones that are all staged online. And sometimes people don't see the full picture.
Yeah.
They just walk in, they're like, we want it like this. We don't want to do work. Not realizing that they're kind of better off to maybe get a house in a good location that's more the size they want, that might need some flooring or paint or carpet or removed and stuff like that.
And would you, so in a sense, I guess, and kind of related, but not when you say with location, is it better to have the most expensive house on a street or the cheapest house on a street?
I think that if it's in a good location, having the cheapest house on the
Yeah, I
street's
agree.
nice. It's, to have lower payments and whatnot, unless you can afford the most expensive house on the street. But yeah, I would say so.
And a product with mortgages that I can tie into this is we have something called purchase plus improvements. So this means you have a house that, I'll give an example as easy as I can number wise. You have a house that's worth 500,000. You're buying for 500,000, and your first time home buyers or second time or however many times they bought, doesn't matter. They love everything about it, but God, they hate the kitchen. Right? So you get a quote. Okay, it's $50,000 to put a new kitchen in, and the bank will actually add that to the mortgage.
Right. So
Right. So a lot of the times when they're looking at these things can be changed and included in the mortgage. And a lot of people don't know that because they'll say things like, oh, I really like the house, but there's things that need to be done and we can't afford that with the down payment. You can actually add that into the mortgage and kind of get the best of all worlds, right? And that's instant value too, because you go drop a $50,000 kitchen in a $500,000 house, it might be worth $6 now.
right.
I'm making numbers up, obviously, but I think it adds a lot of value when you do it yourself as well, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah.